In a village wrapped in mist at the very edge of the Scottish Highlands stood the old McAllister Mansion. It loomed over the village like a sentinel, its windows dark and its stone walls crumbling. This mansion, they say, was haunted. Ian Campbell, a professor with a keen interest in myths and a skeptic of ghosts, decided to visit this strange village. His grey eyes, usually buried in books, were curious and bright as he drove along the narrow, twisting road leading into the village.
When Ian arrived, the village was eerily quiet, the fog so thick it swirled like smoke around his feet. The villagers he met spoke in hushed tones about shadows in the mist and voices in the wind. They told him children had started disappearing, and everyone blamed the ghostly happenings on the McAllister Mansion.
Determined to find a logical explanation, Ian was soon introduced to Elspeth McAllister, the last of her family.
She was a figure straight out of a ghost story herself, with her long black hair and pale, almost translucent skin. Her eyes, a deep green, seemed to hold centuries of secrets.
Elspeth asked Ian's help to calm the spirits she insisted were not harmful.
Skeptical but intrigued, Ian agreed, wondering if these spirits were just the wind or maybe something else. The candles flickered as if in a breeze, though no windows were open. That night, as a storm brewed and lightning flashed, Ian and Elspeth sat in the grand, dusty hall of the McAllister Mansion. They began a séance to contact the spirits.
Ian's heart raced. A part of him he didn't want to admit was actually frightened.
Then the whispers started, not from Elspeth, but all around them, voices so clear that Ian felt a chill down his spine. The voices spoke of an ancient evil buried beneath the mansion, not of the spirits of McAllisters, but something older, something furious. Terrified but too determined, Ian and Elspeth found the old Celtic deity's prison deep beneath the house. The ground was shaking, the air was screaming, and the entity was about to break free. Walls groaned, floors shook, and it felt as though the mansion itself was warning us. As we listened, the mansion seemed to come alive. Using ancient rites whispered by the spirits, they fought to bind the deity again.
Ian, once a non-believer, chanted spells from dusty, forgotten books.
Elspeth drew symbols that glowed with an eerie light.
The storm outside roared in defiance.
But as dawn broke, it suddenly stopped. The mansion now stood quiet, more a ruin than a home. As the sun rose, the missing children appeared on the village green as if they'd never left, with no memory of where they'd been.
Ian left the village, his beliefs shaken and his eyes wider to the world's mysteries.
Elspeth stayed, guarding the ruins and the secrets within.
The villagers slowly returned to their normal lives, the mist less threatening now, the whispers in the dark silent, for now.